Hello again. My name's Gabe Zolna. One of my viewers sent me a rather interesting little email. I guess he might not have seen a couple of videos that I posted on it, and that was on Debbie Wasserman Schultz and one of her employees, the one that was going to leave the country, go to Pakistan. And they found smashed hard drives. We'll see what's on those, hopefully. In either case, what he wrote was, I think, worth sharing. It has been a while since we spoke, and there's good reason. I've been revamping the ship for a new sort of crusade. One that assaults the mainstream lies you've been steady fed for decades with a rededicated passion and fervor. From now on, I'll only bring you the untold side of the major headlines. Here's a great example featuring Debbie Wasserman Schultz, the disgraced ex-chair of the DNC, and known Clinton confidant. And he attached a link, which I'll also attach. As we've learned over the past year, whether we like it or not, this country is now officially not what it used to be. Heck, if Jack Kennedy were alive today, the Democrats would excommunicate him, and the Republicans would find him to be way too conservative. The reality is that our lives are guided from up above by a Soviet-style Mokokluta of pseudo intellectuals and party-affiliated hacks who lack substantive knowledge on the very subject they're tasked with controlling and influencing. In this specific regard, Ms. Wasserman Schultz may take the cake in terms of towing the line between mere run-of-the-mill political backstabbing and full-on criminality. The only real question, in fact, is will she go to jail for her already infamous crimes against common decency and the laws of our once great land? Here's why the answer is complicated. The Clinton family. Over the past 40 years, Bill and Hillary Clinton have built a Cosa Nostra-style system of patronage within the Democratic National Committee, which has made them invincible and impossible to prosecute, no matter what crimes they have committed. They've bought and sold so many favors that if just about anyone who may have dirt on them is already in one way or another dirty themselves as a result. I'm going to add or dead. How does a corrupt judge, politician, lawyer, bureaucrat, investor, business magnate, etc. come forward about any illegal dealings? Easy. They don't. The wheels keep on spinning until one day it stops. Once it does, there's no turning back, and all the rules that applied firmly until that moment become loosely held clumps of jello moving forward. Such is the case today, as the name Imran Awan holds the potential of becoming notorious for generations to come. Mr. Awan, a House IT staffer who has been charged with bank fraud, was caught trying to flee the country and is a former employee of Ms. Wasserman Schultz. Now, for the first time, the private laptop of the disgraced former NDC chair is indeed going to be handed over to U.S. Capitol Police, who seek to use it in the aid of their investigation. Ms. Schultz, like many Clinton cronies, has long been indirectly connected to the Clinton Foundation and its most questionable financial dealings. As last year's WikiLeaks releases proved, Ms. Wasserman Schultz has told a line of legality on behalf of the Clintons on many occasions, most notably in the last year's Democratic nomination rigging against Clinton's chief opponent, the far-leftist ideologue Bernie Sanders, and Hillary Clinton's headline-grabbing email server scandal. Will Amin's arrest lead to a domino effect? Most certainly. Will the effect be enough to land the former Secretary of State and ex-FLOTUS in jail? If you asked me that question a year ago, I would have laughed sarcastically and said no, but things are quite different than they were before President Trump achieved the greatest upset in modern political history. I'm still doubtful that Clintons will ever pay for the many alleged crimes, but their omnipotence in the shady backwaters of Washington, D.C. is certainly coming to an abrupt and transparent end. My guess is that we will end up seeing Ms. Wasserman Schultz as a sacrificial lamb, though John Podesta is another potential candidate for a token stay at Club Fed. Whatever the criminal case may be, I fully suspect that the story will not go away quietly, and that it has one ultimately beneficial and unavoidable ending. That being the renewed awakening of the American public distrust of the big government complexes and the systems of patronage which inevitably engulf them. Things can't get better soon or fast, but the fact that we're seeing the swamp being somewhat drained is a wonderful news and a sort of uplifting and hopeful subject matter I hope to share with you more often as time goes by. Speaking to you soon. Signed by my viewer. Again, I think that with the arrest of the IT Imran Awan, and with finding that smashed hard drive or hard drives, who knows what we'll find. And then again, there is the computer of Debbie Wasserman Schultz that might prove to be very revealing. Things have changed, have they not? I want to thank my viewer for taking the time to send me what he did. I hope you take the time to listen to what he wrote.